Z Flip 7 is in hands, and yes, Samsung did a wonderful job with the Z Flip 7. By the way, if you're forgetting Z Flip 7, you can reserve Z Flip 7 now and get $50 Samsung credit and up to $1,150 in savings. Link is in the description to reserve your next Galaxy Foldable. We were getting bunch of renders for the Galaxy Z Flip 7, confirming the cover display for Galaxy Z Flip 7 and the design of the upcoming flip style foldable. But this time, we got the actual hands-on video for Z Flip 7. The official box of the phone is at the back, which means this is more like an unboxing video for Z Flip 7. The main highlight of the video will be the cover display for Z Flip 7. Samsung finally listened to the users and were going to give us a much bigger cover display. This cover display matches the size of Motorola Razr 50 Ultra and Razr 60 Ultra, the 4 inches cover display, and honestly, with the sharp corners and boxier design, I personally like the cover display of a Galaxy Z Flip 7. It looks fresh and bezel size is really small. Another major change which I noticed and I'm sure you guys would be excited to see will be the crease of a Z Flip 7. The crease looks much better compared to the last generation and even the generation before. Samsung manages to reduce the crease on Z Flip 7, which means there is some sort of important happen with the display and a hinge of a Z Flip 7. The overall size of the phone will remain the same, where we are going to get a 6.7 inches in the display. Samsung may used a thicker UTG to get a better crease on Z Flip 7. By the way, if you're forgetting Z Flip 7, you can reserve Z Flip 7 now and get a $50 Samsung credit and up to $1,150 in savings. Link is in the description to reserve your next Galaxy Foldable. Now, the durability is also confirmed for the Z Flip 7. Samsung used IP48 last year with the foldables, and this year it was confirmed for the Z Fold 7 to get IP48 same as Z Fold 6, which means we are going to get the same IP48 rating on Z Flip 7. Another major thing, the pre-orders and the release date of the phone is actually out. I mean, when they are going to launch in the market. Flip 7 pre-orders will start from 9th of July, the day of the launch, and will release in the market on 25th of July. The reservation is already started. Now, there is one downside of the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Samsung never used in-house chipset for the foldable phone. They always gave us the most with the Qualcomm chipset for the better performance. But this year, they are about to change it with the Z Flip 7. Now, there were a couple of sources claiming different information. Recently, a Korean source suggests Samsung is going to equip Exynos 2500 in Galaxy Z Flip 7 only for Korean users, and the rest of the world will going to get the Qualcomm chipset. But a recent report from Sam Mobile suggested this news was inaccurate. Samsung indeed equipped Exynos 2500 in the Galaxy Z Flip 7 across the world in all markets. This would be the first time for foldable phone to see the in-house chipset and a flagship device in the US to have an Exynos processor. This information is out where the firmware for the US has an information about the Exynos 2500 in it. And let me make it clear, Snapdragon 8 Elite is way ahead in performance compared to the Exynos 2500 despite having a 3nm process and a 10-core CPU. The only concern I have with the Exynos 2500 would be the heating problems, and I hope Samsung should add a big vapor chamber to control that heat. And if you're not a gamer or a heavy task user, then Exynos 2500 would be more than enough. But just for the competition, I still think Motorola Razr 60 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Elite would perform exceptionally well in raw performance, and Exynos 2500 is coming fast on the Z Flip 7, so we don't know much about it. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.